A good evening once again. This is UBC News Tonight. I'm Lauryn Kazimoto, and I will be joined later on with Elizabeth Nakakoni on sign language. Now we'll start off with our first story. Members of the 11th Parliament have voted Jacob Oulanyah as the new Speaker. The contest attracted 3 candidates, of which Oulanyah got 310 votes, beating Rebecca Kadaga with 197 votes and Ibrahim Semuju's 15 votes. Upon declaration and taking oath, Oulanyah pledged to accommodate all voices irrespective of political party affiliations. Take a look.
Jacob Oulanyah's triumph was a climax of an exercise that started mid-morning with nominations of 3 candidates.
I move under Rule 9 of the Rules of Procedure of the Parliament of Uganda to nominate Honorable Jacob Oulanyah.
The Chief Justice, Alphonse Owiny-Dolo, chaired the session. Voting and tallying of results were conducted in the presence of the President.
I therefore now declare Honorable Jacob Oulanyah as the Speaker-elect of the 11th Parliament of Uganda.
Upon declaration of results, Oulanyah, who garnered 310 votes ahead of the 2 challengers, took oath.
I, Jacob Oulanyah, swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will at all times well and truly serve the Republic of Uganda in the office of the Speaker.
President Yoweri Museveni, who had observed the exercise from morning, handed over instruments of power to the new Speaker of Parliament. Upon assuming authority, this was Oulanyah's pledge.
I hope and pray that the guidance and decisions we'll have opportunity to make in the next 5 years will make us truly deserve the overwhelming confidence you showed in electing me as Speaker of this 11th Parliament.
Kadaga, who had conceded defeat, declined in a media interview. Members of Parliament who had supported different candidates also spoke with one voice for the development of Uganda.
Those who have been supporting Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah and those who have not supported him, I know he's such a person who can unite the House. So to me, I'm grateful. For me, I'm grateful that all that is done and it has gone well as far as the NRM party is concerned.
What remains right now is for us to go for induction. Why induction is to know what is expected of us as members of Parliament. But fundamentally, we need now to champion the process of development of our country.
As for former Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Kadaga, this is what the MPs said.
The Right Honorable Kadaga should not be a bad loser. I was happy that she came and congratulated the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah. I just hope that that was in good spirit and she should keep it in that positive way.
Let's respect the decision of the political party. We individuals are members of political parties. And of course, the decisions that are made by our political parties at any level must be respected.
Oulanyah's ascension to the speakership and election of Anita Among as Deputy Speaker completes the composition of the 11th Parliament. Henry Okurut, UBC.
Miss Anita Among has been elected Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament after beating Kampala Central MP Mohammed Nsereko, who was on independent ticket, and Maukuta South Member of Parliament Yusuf Sibambi on FDC. Among got 415 votes, with her closest contender Sibambi getting 35, and Mr. Nsereko trailed with 24 votes.
I will support and uphold the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, as by the law established, so help me God.
Anita Among of NRM was nominated for the position of Deputy Speaker by Ajuri County MP Dennis Hamson Obua and seconded by Rushenyi County MP Naomi Kabashara during the fourth sitting of the 11th Parliament at Kolo Airstrip in Kampala.
Honorable colleagues, I present to you the Honorable Among Anita Annette, the District Woman Representative, Bukedia District.
Among 47 who represent Bukedia Women Constituency convincingly beat off competition from Mohamed Seriko and FDC's Yusuf Nsibambi to be elected the Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament.
Anita Among.
She pulled off 415, while Nsibambi garnered 35. Seriko came last with 24 votes.
I therefore declare the Honorable Among Anita duly elected Deputy Speaker of Parliament.
In her maiden speech, Among thanked the MPs, NRM party and people of Bukedia district for the unwavering support.
To my honorable colleagues of the 11th Parliament of Uganda, I remain highly indebted to you for your unwavering support that you've showed me by giving me all those votes for the position of a Deputy Speaker. I am grateful.
Earlier on Sunday, the NRM National Resistance Movement caucus endorsed Ms. Among, flag bearer for the position of the Deputy Speaker, raised in the 11th Parliament. She scored 168 votes, beating Ruhinda County North MP Thomas Taibwa with 149 votes. President Museveni advised members to take caution.
So I thank the Taibwa group for agreeing to support the official candidate, because they were supposed they were conspiring with the opposition to have NRM Deputy Speaker who would fight with Anita Among. I said, please forget about this. So I thank all of you for really now developing the NRM spirit, even when it was late in the afternoon, but it's better than never.
Anita Among, 47, is an accountant, a lawyer, and politician, born in Bukedia district.
Now, the Chief of Staff Land Forces, Major General Leopold Chanda, has called upon East African member states to collaborate in combating the spread of motivated criminal actions of international nature. Chanda was speaking at the 3rd anniversary ceremony of Eastern African Fusion and Liaison Unit.
The Eastern Africa member states have commemorated the 3rd anniversary of the Eastern Africa Fusion and Liaison Unit that was created in 2018. The unit was created to enhance intelligence sharing and security cooperation against terrorism and transnational organized crimes.
Since the threats in this region continue to be more complex, dispersed, difficult to detect, and even tougher to defend sometimes, we think we have to contribute to that process of stabilizing our region.
With the continued support of our strategic partners, there is no doubt that the initiative that was blessed by our leaders in the recent past will yield enormous positive results to our region.
Cabinet has endorsed the establishment of the unit.
We are working with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to finalize accreditation of this center because it comes with a lot of advantages in terms of the officers, equipment, and everything.
So having a unit like this is a guarantee that countries within the region, that countries within Africa will be able to carry on their mandates.
The Chief of Staff Land Forces, Major General Opodchanda, believes efforts by host nations to collect intelligence and share intelligence will strengthen capacity in dealing with the threats.
So if we hear that there is an issue happening in one of the countries, it's a question of sending in a request to those countries, and those host nations furnish you with the required intelligence.
The Eastern Africa Fusion and Liaison Unit is a regional intelligence sharing mechanism in Uganda, Tanzania, Sudan, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Somalia, Djibouti, South Sudan, Burundi, and Kenya. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News in Entebbe.
UBC News Tonight takes a short break, but will return after these messages.
In chess, the small one can become the big one. It's the same here. And here too. Watch every move. Record every number so you can plan better. No matter the size of your dream, tomorrow's success belongs to those who keep today's records clean. File your returns today.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.
We've cut and reduced our MTN Momo withdrawal rates. Now you can withdraw mobile money at the lowest rates. You also get MTN Central Points when you deposit, send, and withdraw MTN mobile money. Visit our Momo agents countrywide and withdraw mobile money at our reduced rates from 1st May 2021. Everywhere you go, MTN.
Echa COVID-19 chijja kugwa. If we get vaccinated now, observe social distancing, wear masks properly, sanitize or wash our hands with soap and water regularly. Together we can defeat this enemy.
Experience 100% 4G speeds across Uganda with the Airtel 4G Pocket Wi-Fi available at 123,000 shillings. Only it comes with 15 GB free for 1 month. Visit the nearest Airtel shop, device selling shop, or Airtel online shop. www.airtel.co.ug/broadband-discover. Airtel, the smartphone network.
The Uganda Bureau of Statistics, in collaboration with Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, will conduct the National Livestock Census starting on the 24th of May to the 4th of June 2021. The census is aimed at obtaining information on the structure and organization of the livestock sector and will collect data on all livestock types, breeds, and ownership by sex, land ownership, and tenure systems. The livestock census will be conducted in all the 135 districts of Uganda and will collect data from household-based firms as well as private large-scale and institutional firms. The indicators derived from the National Livestock Census will inform evidence-based planning and policy formulation. This is to inform and request all stakeholders at national, local government, sub-county, parish levels and all farmers to cooperate with enumerators and provide accurate information. For inquiries, please call 0757 779992 or 077 3317 660.
"2020 was the year the tourism sector got disconnected. But this year, we reconnect. To leads, growth, to industry experts, to wider markets, to untapped potential. Be part of the first ever virtual Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo and engage with industry experts from around the world. Find out how you can grow your leads, put your tourism business back on the map, and a whole lot more. Sign up for free at www.poate.co.ug/register and reconnect with your world. The Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo runs from the 27th to the 29th of April 2021 and is proudly brought to you by Uganda Tourism Board.
Prosper with Airtel Money today. Become an Airtel Money agent. Apply or register today as an Airtel Money agent free of charge. Or call us on 0800 327 327 toll free. Submit your business documents to be verified by Airtel Uganda free of charge. Feedback will be communicated within a maximum of 5 working days. The Airtel team will be in touch with you for the next business steps, still at no cost. Inquiries, applications or registrations and verification are all free of charge. To register or know more, call us today on 0800 327 327 toll free. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back from that break, and we're glad that you're still watching UBC News Tonight. I'm Lauryn Kazimoto and Elizabeth Nakakoni on Sign Language. Now into our business news this evening. Uganda's ambassadors and members of staff spread across the globe have been urged to embrace commercial diplomacy in order to boost foreign direct investment. Now, this was during a stakeholder forum in Kampala organized by the Uganda Free Zones Authority, targeting foreign service officers at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Uganda Free Zones Authority has engaged officers in foreign service and members of the diplomatic corps to attract investment in the gazetted free zones across the country.
They asked, is it the first time we are engaging with the Minister of Foreign Affairs? Is it the first time we are getting into a conversation on commercial diplomacy with foreign affairs? The answer is yes. It is continual improvement, and we'll continue having such engagements, more and more engagements.
A free zone is an area where imported goods can be stored, processed, or manufactured without being subjected to import and export duties.
Now, for us as free zones, we are making sure that people who are producing from free zones compete on price. And that is achieved by ensuring that the cost of doing business for the free zones operators and developers is reduced by offering these incentives, both fiscal and non-fiscal. Because if I offer you tax incentives by law, if I offer you other non-fiscal incentives, for example, free land, that naturally pushes your production cost down.
The meeting in Kampala was creating awareness of the Free Zone scheme, an integral structure in government investment and export promotion.
Over the years, government agencies have been blamed for working in silos, but the ongoing multi-agency collaboration effort is seen as the way to go in fostering social and economic development.
Under the new arrangement, diplomats working abroad will focus on business facilitation activities in trade, investment, tourism, and also boost the country's image.
The ministry has a footprint abroad. However, when it comes to advancing these economic and commercial opportunities and interests, it's not just a Ministry of Foreign Affairs affair. Interagency cooperation and coordination is critical here at home and abroad where our representatives work.
UFSA's objective of business promotion targets creating jobs, increasing tax revenue, and fostering economic growth. Charlotte Amuge for UBC News.
Now, the newly elected Speaker of the 11th Parliament has made his first tour and met all directors, deputy directors and staff of Parliament in their respective departments. Olanya pledged to maintain the spirit of an open-door policy. Take a look.
The newly elected Speaker of the 11th Parliament, Jacob Olanya, arrived at Parliament on his first tour of duty. Olanya started his tour with the office of the Clerk to Parliament before he proceeded to the Directorate of Finance. Olanya interfaces with several directors of Parliament, deputy directors and some staff of Parliament. However, he called on the officers of Parliament he interfaced with to be positive in their line of duty.
I say I want you and the staff under you to release all the energy you have. All the positive energy you have. We should have no reserves. Let's serve this institution. Because this institution is the people's institution. Let's serve it and serve it well.
Olanya also cautioned them about individual differences and grudges.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. This is your space?
Yes.
We should not carry grudges. Anything that is negative, that brings negative energy, we must throw it out. We want a parliament where when people enter, they are just laughing and smiling and enjoying themselves with everybody they meet. That's my message to them.
Unlike his predecessor, Olanya says he will operate an open-door policy that calls for no appointment to meet him, especially with directors of Parliament and MPs.
My office does not require an appointment for the people at the level of directors and, of course, standard for members of Parliament. It has never been. So I was encouraging them. I say, come. You have an issue to discuss with me as Speaker, just walk, knock the door open. I'll see you. If I have a member of Parliament in, I'll ask you to wait. But if I have my other people in, I'll ask them to leave and I first finish. Because by the time a director in Parliament is coming to see the Speaker, the matter is important. So I cannot keep a director waiting, and I've never kept members of Parliament waiting, so I will continue with this same spirit.
Olanya takes over Parliament amidst a divided workforce in Parliament, with camps that are alleged to have subscribed their loyalty to different centers of power within Parliament. We ask him how he's going to unite the different factions in Parliament based on tribal inclinations.
This Parliament is not for me, Jacob Olanya. It's not for the individual member of Parliament. It's for the people of this country. So if we are working in the interest of the people of this country, why do we have small grievances and small differences affecting what we must do for the people of this country? The purpose for which we exist in this institution is bigger than our own individual issues, differences, and all those things. I made an appeal yesterday. The campaigns became a bit difficult. We went and did something that we shouldn't have done. Some people said things they shouldn't have said. So it could have affected people in the wrong way, one way or the other.
Irrespective of the different cliques in Parliament that were formed over an estimated period of 10 to 15 years, Olanya says while some portrayed him as an enemy, at the time he assumed office as Speaker of the 11th Parliament, he had reconciled with many.
Speaker, sir. Okay.
Please. Thank you. Yeah. No, this is my chair for the computer.
I forgave whoever has wronged me. I sought forgiveness from whoever felt that I could have wronged that person in one way or the other. I said, please forgive me. And I meant it. But what I am sure of, there will not be very many of them, because I tried my best to continue with the human spirit, that we are all human beings. There is no need going viciously against another person. There must be limits. If you're playing a game, you're playing football, if you kick somebody and it's a foul. I tried as much as possible to avoid any foul in what I said and what I did. I tried to be very civil. But just in case one slipped, or in case people who volunteered to do things for me did something that went beyond what should have been done, I truly apologize and ask for those affected people's forgiveness.
Thank you. Oh, Mr. Lopega. Mr. Speaker.
Most notable among will benefit from the reconciliatory healing process of Olanya is former Director of Communications and Public Affairs at Parliament, Chris Obore, who returned to his office after 1.5 years of forced leave from his office. A glance at the calendar hanging in Obore's office, he was sent on forced leave under unclear circumstances in September 2019.
And now into sports. Uganda's Sun Cranes beat neighbors Tanzania 4-3 during Group A duel at the ongoing AFCON Beach Soccer 2021 finals in Senegal. Isma Kawaulo, Emmanuel, Alex Waswa and Swale Simbwa scored the goals for Uganda at Sali Beach Soccer Stadium. Uganda had earlier on lost to host Senegal but have since regained with an attack-minded game. Uganda awaits results between Tanzania and hosts Senegal to determine its fate into semi-finals. In case they qualify, the Sun Cranes are expected into action on Friday. Thank you so much for your company, but do join us at 10 o'clock for another edition of UBC News Tonight. I'm Lauryn Kazimoto and Elizabeth Nakakoni on Sign Language. We'll leave you with weather with Alex Kim Semper. Over to you, Alex.
You're welcome. Here is the latest in weather from the Uganda National Meteorological Authority with Semper Alex Kim. We have been dealing with sunny conditions across the country, though areas of Luweero as well as Mityana received some light isolated rainfall within the day. By 9 a.m. This morning, various parts of the country reported some rainfall, like Soroti reported 37.5 millimeters, while Lira reported 6.2, and Entebbe reported 1.3 millimeters of rainfall. Now, we have a little bit of withdrawal in our rainfall across the country, and this is so because of the high over southern Africa that is pushing the rain belt far north away from our country. That is why we do expect to see sunny intervals across our skies in most parts of the country, though within Lake Victoria we do expect some thundering showers in the morning, but in the afternoon we do expect a pickup of light isolated rainfall that will be across the northern of the country along the Lake Victoria basin. And because of this, we do expect temperatures to rise to 30 degrees centigrade to be across the Karamoja region. For the nation's capital, Kampala, at 28, and we are forecasting at 25 degrees centigrade to be across Kabale Highlands. And elsewhere across the globe, we are forecasting some chances of some light isolated rainfall that will be across Kisumu. But for Cairo, bright and sunny conditions at a daytime high over 37 degrees centigrade, and for Juba at a daytime high over 34 degrees centigrade. With that, we concluded. Stay tuned. And